Our first deviled eggs made from our own chickens. Isn't this cool? A pot full of great northern beans. Look down in this pot. We got us a pot of chicken greasy gravy. It's similar to a chicken fricassee. It cooked about 4.5 hours. Fresh creamed corn. See that little bit of cream in there? This is corn that we put up last year. Look at that. We got us some stone ground cornbread. Our rice is cooking. And the only thing left is to fry up some okra. And we got a sweet potato pie for dessert. These are sweet potatoes that I put up a few months ago. Happy Sunday, y'all. What'd you think of that spread? We got the family coming over. That's Felicia and the kids, Grandpa. Nanny's headed out of town. But we're getting back to our traditions. Usually on every Sunday, I would cook. We would eat about 1:30 or 2. And just sit and just enjoy each other's company. You know, they say Sunday's a day of rest. Well, we have not got there yet, so we're trying to blend a little rest and still work. Our goal is to see where we're at a year from now. We haven't been here quite a year. We've accomplished a lot. So by the grace of God, if he gives us another year, I think we'll be able to take Sundays off except for our normal responsibility, like the chickens and the rabbits and so forth, and get back to family. And that's how we always did Sundays, and that's what we're striving for. But I got my coffee. I'm going to do a quick garden tour. I am going to show y'all the back porch. Well, the concrete. we haven't got the roof down. So we'll start here. A lot of gifts have been gifted. Our neighbor down the road, Mr. Larry and his wife, well, there's quite a few in this area that love to garden. And Buddy went down this morning, trimmed their pear trees for them. I'm going to start there. So we've been sharing a lot. And there again, getting back to the basics. So another check mark. God put us exactly where we needed to be. A lot of like-minded people. And it's just a beautiful thing. We all drive our golf carts. I have the only electric, though. And in the evenings, we'll just tool around. But we have a lot in common. So let's start with my pears. Kefir pears. Look at that. It's a 5-gallon bucket of some beautiful pears. So, y'all know what I'm doing Monday. Oh, she always comes up and wants to be held. Hey, Blue, where'd you go? Well, I can't follow her. There she is. Okay, here is our porch. We chose a slate gray, but it is the easiest concrete to wash. I'm absolutely loving it. And of course, there's Mo's Jeep. And you know, he's got to have his pull chains because you just never know if he needs to pull one of us out. I hope you can see for the sun. Well, we have a lot of visitors. If I come on this porch, they come. And I run them off. I don't want them on my back patio. But right now, they're getting them a little drink of water. So there's the girls. Uh-oh, I see one wanting to get my pear. No, 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 no. I have these set out because I'm going to actually slice those and make some turnovers with them. But we managed to get this far, y'all, to where we can sit and visit. And I'm loving it. Okay, now we're at the front. Y'all remember them lantanas that I had in pots? Yeah, well, I transplanted them about 3-4 days ago. They'll come back. I'm pretty sure. They're in shock. But no, I think that they'll come back just fine. But this is the front bed. Y'all remember how small it was just back in June? There's the Mexican heather. There's the gardenia. I did transplant these. They're a little bit in shock, but by next summer, it should fill in this corner. So I'm very pleased. We still have the shutters to do. Here is the front porch. I see a lot of pine straw. But what I did was they had paint all the way up the brick, from a pink color to a green to a blue. We tried paint remover, everything. So I told Buddy, I said, I'm gonna go for it. So what I did is I just went ahead and put a full wrap at the bottom base of the bricks, the first layer of the bricks. And honestly, it fixed the problem and it turned out very nice. Here's the door. Remember that silver plate at the bottom? Oh, it was in bad shape. So I sanded it and I went ahead and painted it black instead of buying a new plate. They are expensive. So I do believe that the front entrance turned out well. Now I have some ferns that I will be setting here. Here's the other bed. Put a little thing out for the grandkids. Now let me show y'all. Look, there's that other lantana. It doesn't look as bad, but y'all, yeah, they took a shock. They took a beating is what they did. Look at that beauty. So as I said, they were taking a beating. It's following me, the butterfly. Y'all, they had to come out of those pots. But I had babied them and babied them. And I think they're going to be fine. Now, probably in about 2 weeks, because I didn't want to do it too soon. I wanted to give 2-3 weeks once they got in the ground. I will go ahead and cut them 4 inches above ground. And I will put straw on them. Because if y'all are familiar with perennial large leaf lantanas, they will shed their leaves. And they come back just more vibrant and full each year. All right, I'm gonna turn you around. We're gonna start at the entrance and we'll just start at the garlic chives and move in. I'm learning something, y'all. I'm definitely learning something. Here's our garlic chives that I got from Deep South. They are doing amazing. So I'm not gonna move them. So let's go in. We got everything covered. So pots are ready. Now I want y'all to look. Miss Regina sent me some outdoor pillows. And I have sat on this bench today. And it is comfortable. Love, love, love them. All right, here's our loquat. We gave Mr. Larry a couple of them out of here. We've got plenty. I'll be taking some down to Broussard Homestead. And here's the others that we did, but I noticed I lost one. Not bad. I've lost all but one here. And I've lost all but one here, but these were very, very tiny. This is the ones that we found pulled up, like dug up. I hope y'all can hear me through this wind. Remember, this is where I put the radishes. And I tried to utilize, for instance, I did a Hoss Tool Champion radish. I did a Hilltop. I'm gonna back up. Y'all notice something? The Hilltop did not come up. This is purple top turnips. Hoss Tool on this side. and this was burpee. Not the amount of germination. So what I will do in another week, here's just a few right here. If I don't get germination, here's some as well. If I don't get germination, I will seed again. My 7 top turnips. Now, this side is hilltop. You can almost follow my line. This side was, I wrote it on the cord. Wasn't a company I was very familiar with, but it was seeds that I had. I mean, they're doing okay, but not as good as our local feed store. Here's our tender mustards. Now, these were all from our feed store. So you see, they haven't fully germinated all the way across this bed. Here's our broadleaf mustard. Now, they are known to be slow coming up, and they are just now poking their heads, and I'm seeing a lot scattered out. So now how this got over here, who knows, probably from watering or raking, but these are exactly where they need to be. I do have some empty spots, but if I go down here, here's some new ones that was not there yesterday. So I'll give it another week, but so far it's doing pretty good. Here is our collards. Now, Buddy purchased this one for a reason. I want to try to get a full bottom stalk. I want to get a crown at the bottom of the base, and then I want to transplant this. And I want to see if it's true. I have seen videos, and it was Brenda Gann who put it out. A gentleman at a grocery store told her if you, and I can't find collards that have the bottom crown. If you just cut, they'll keep coming back. You don't have to plant these seeds. So I'm just going to see. And if so, y'all know what I'm fixing to do with all of these. Well, not all of them, but quite a few. So I can have collards throughout the year. But look. And these collards, these are Georgia collards. These came from the feed store, these seeds, at least 4 years ago. Because we bought a pound to 2 pound bags. Now, here is the carrot bed. We have the carota carrots here. I see very little germination in the front, but I see some in the back. But there again, my bed looks like it kind of caved over. But the short and sweets seem to have germinated a lot more. They should be more than this, but I'll take this. But guys, I'm not going to rely on planting every carrot seed. I will be purchasing organic carrots and putting them up. While I'm standing here, I don't know if I can get over. Look, this is a pomegranate tree. You see that? Mr. Larry and his wife gifted this to us. He said he thought it had died. It's called a wonderful pomegranate when he was in the hospital because it didn't get properly watered. But it's got a lot of green growth, and yeah, we're gonna bring it on back to its beauty. Here is my cabbage. I've got 3 here and 2 in the other bed. Since I did put this dust on one time, I've had no new bites. Here's the Brussels sprouts. You see they're growing, they're doing good. Right now it's early. They will go to shade in another hour. There again, it's the shade, y'all. It is the shade that is going to keep this alive. The 2 Brussels sprouts here, the celery, doing amazing. Butterfly bushes, doing great. Here is the broccoli, no problems whatsoever. Guess what? It might get an hour of sun. Remember the beets that we planted? Oh, that's where I put the 2 Swiss chard. I needed a spot. Here is one, here's one, here's one. Here's quite a few here. They're just now, I'm trying to go slow. They're just now wanting to say, peekaboo, I am here. Now here's the other 2 cabbages. I have not dusted them, and they are getting eat up. So I've got to come in and dust these. And I know that, but I want to show y'all something. Now I watered this morning. It is so powder house dry, y'all. I mean, it's dry, and I heavy watered. So I'm going to go ahead and have Buddy hook up my soaker and just let it go all day. Because we have 200 feet, so we can hook it up at this end and run it all the way around. To the other end. I have y'all propped up on the rooster. Let me get my coffee cup out the way. If the wind picks up, yeah, the rooster and y'all fixing to take flight. I'm just saying. But this is just kind of a run through where we are at and the struggles. You see this sun? It's hot. If you look at the temperature that says, let's see, 78, it feels like 90 out in this sun. Y'all, I think that has something to do with germination. I truly believe with all my heart. And the reason why I say that is some of these that you saw, I started them from seeds in sales in a garage. But I direct sowed, which a lot of these it's recommended not to start the seeds in a cell. There's something to be said about this heat. And I advise anybody, if you are able to shade cloth your garden, high tunnel, we're fixing to all learn to garden in a different way. I've been kind of chattering a little bit about it, but I truly, truly believe this. And that's why we strategically design this as a square and then start coming in with more beds on the inside. Because Buddy can build. Now it's a 50 by 50 perimeter to the outside. But with post, running a center post down, we can turn this into a makeshift high tunnel. And I say makeshift because it's not going to be completely around to start. We'll have to gather materials to make a center brace to where you can round it. But what he's trying to do is almost make it like an A-frame, okay? That's going to be the easiest way for us to do this. And then as we progress here, we can modify that. But that is our plan for the spring, and looks like it will come to fruition. He's steadily bringing in materials and things like that. But that's exactly how we're going to have to garden. The fruit trees that we have planted, especially the berries, they're in shade. And they're doing phenomenal. The ones that went in the sun, And that was keeping a soaker hose on them with a timer. So, yeah, we got to modify. We got to re-educate. And I'm saying we as in Buddy and I. A different way of gardening. For now. Because I think something is majorly changing. And it's working against us. So, just like the carrots. Now, I did get more carrot seeds. I may put some in that empty bed that we found. Great. But I also know that I can go to Sam's Club. And I believe it's 8 pounds. I could get 2 of those. It's 7. It comes to about like $1 a pound. And then I'll come home, clean them, can them, and I've got carrots on the shelf. You know, sometimes right now, just because you didn't grow it doesn't mean you can't purchase it and put it up. And that's exactly what Lippy does. And Lippy will continue to do that until I have all the space that I need to plant, as instance, in carrots. But I also know to have a backup plan. And that's what I suggest to anybody. $1 this week, maybe $2 put up next week. Have a backup plan. I'm talking from experience. 2 years in a row, a storm coming took it out. So I've learned real quick, have a backup plan. And it's okay, because we're all striving to what? Eat. And that's what we're, oh, I got a bug in my coffee. And that's what we're fixing to get ready to do, is eat. So I hope your Sunday is going well. I hope so far it's been a blessed one. And yeah, let's just take a moment, take a breath and say, you know what? Life is still good. It really is. We can find beauty in anything. Just like this chicken that is staring at me, wanting to come in this garden, but knows if it sets one toe in my garden. We have dumplings tomorrow. But y'all, that's beauty to me. Because it's life. Everything around us that I'm looking at, it's life. The loquat, that's life. And I think we get so caught up in the doom and the gloom, and, you know, even within our own trials that we're facing. Just smile, because there's still life. So, I don't know what tomorrow's going to do for a video, but I told y'all I'd put one out on Monday. We might do some something with some pears. Y'all have already seen me preserve them. I may just put some... I told you y'all was fixing to take flight. What was I saying? Oh, we could do maybe some pears and a simple syrup. I don't know. We'll come up with something. All right, y'all. As always, stay safe, stay well, and God bless. And she's back. We name her Blue because she has blue legs. You hear? She's a thorn in my behind. I love y'all. Till tomorrow.